guys, welcome back to another vlog. Stanley and I, we got back into town yesterday. We went on a trip, so that was us coming back into town. If you're like me, I love to unpack right away and start doing laundry, so that's what I was doing yesterday evening. Today is Thursday. I still have a few more days off before I go back into work. I had a full week off for vacation. But today's video is in collaboration with Grove Collaborative. As you guys know, I partnered with them last month and they did the plastic free challenge, one day being plastic free. Stanley and I did the challenge. It was a big struggle, but we tried it. I think we did okay for our first day of being plastic free. We then tried it for a full month, so I'm going to give you guys an update about how that's been going. So Grove is a company that creates sustainable household products, plant-based, organic kind of products that you can use in your home. They sent us a package last month and we used it for our plastic-free challenge. We continue to use a lot of those products, and we even added some new products into our home. So like y'all saw earlier in the clip, when I was doing laundry, that was one of the products that they sent. It was a reusable laundry soap dispenser, so you just refill it with your laundry and then it's there to go. One thing that we've incorporated is a Brita water filter. So there's two big areas that I feel that we can really improve on when it comes to being plastic free in our household. One is reusable grocery bags. We use a lot of grocery bags and then we kind of just store it, but then we reuse it in our home, like for trash bags and things like that. But in general, we do use a lot of plastic grocery bags. So that's the first place that we try to cut back. The second place is plastic water bottles. We usually get the big case, maybe like a 48. And that is a lot of plastic that can go to waste. So now we started using a water filter, and so we no longer buy the individual water bottles. We just refill our regular maybe glass water bottles or reusable water bottles with the water filter that we now have. And we're also being very intentional about using the reusable grocery totes whenever we go grocery shopping, as well as just like reusable dispensers as far as our cleaning products and things like that. We really love some of the cleaning products that were sent from Grove. So it's been a good month of doing the plastic free challenge. We're not 100% plastic free. We're trying every day. We're doing our best. Even little things like, you know, our dressing, salad dressing, instead of getting the plastic bottles, not getting glass, you know, incorporating little things like that into your life. So I think Grove is an awesome company. I hope you guys have tried the challenge, and if you're interested in you know, getting some Grove products, you're getting a subscription, and when you make your first purchase, Grove will also send you a free gift with that purchase. So I hope you guys are up for the challenge. I hope you're challenging yourself to live a plastic free lifestyle. Honestly, years down the line, if we all pitch in a little bit, it'll make a huge difference in our environment. All right, I am going to head upstairs, get dressed and ready. I'm meeting my friend to do wine tasting this evening. And then when I get back, I'm gonna put this chair together. My attending actually got this for me off of our wedding registry, and we still need to get these curtains put up. All right, I am all set. And this is what I'm wearing. I can see your screen if you're sure. Just got home. The vineyard was really nice. Definitely recommend checking it out if you're like in the metro Atlanta area. It's in Ackworth, which is Cobb County. So if you're in the city, it's probably be quite a drive, but it was a really nice vineyard. Had a lot of fun. Back home now, and I'm gonna tackle putting this chair together. So at my residency program, when you first start, they pair all of the residents with a mentor, which would be one of the attendings. And so, you know, they mentor you, you go to them for advice throughout your residency stay. And so my mentor, he messaged me the other day and was asking if Stanley and I had a wedding registry, because him and his wife wanted to buy us a gift. And so I sent him a list, the link to the registry, and there's maybe like 5 items remaining. And then he bought all the remaining items for our wedding registry, and this accent chair was one of those items. So that was super, super sweet of him to just buy out the rest of the wedding registry. So Most of the items, 4 or 5 of the items delivered, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the chair together now. Here is the chair. I brought up this side table from downstairs just to see how it fits into the area. Kept that plant over there. We're debating if we're gonna have it in this corner, but of course, since we have the chair now, the plant will stay here. Tomorrow, hopefully me and Stanley will hang up these curtains, and then lastly, we'll put a nice art piece right there. Our bedroom is like the final room that we needed to get together, but it is finally coming together. All right, but I need to get some serious editing done for an upcoming video. I haven't started any of the editing, so I'm gonna be working on that for the rest of the evening. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Just getting the day started, making some breakfast, and then I need to do some grocery shopping and then finish up the editing. I want to get the editing done today. And then tonight we're all going out to eat, just a little family dinner. All right. Let's get this day started. Heading out to run some errands. First things first, I need my grocery totes. All right, ready. All right, first stop is the farmer's market. Y'all, these Korean yams, aka sweet potatoes, are so good. And I'm actually starting to like them better than the regular sweet potatoes. All right, next stop of the day is TJ Maxx. Looking for a little side table to go next to the accent. This is such a great place. Very nice it is. You obviously don't need anything that big. This is cool. Not sure how I feel about the wood though. I do like this. It's really small. I need something small for that space. If you guys couldn't tell by now, I love gold. Gold accents everywhere. This does have a gold base. Debating this one. So I ended up getting this side table, and I was initially hesitant because of the brown top part. Wasn't sure if it kind of fit the vibe of this area, but I think I am going to end up returning it. Obviously this is kind of how the rest of the room looks. I rather prefer something maybe with a white top or like glass and then gold. But comment below, let me know what you guys think. Does this fit the space well or not? All right, we are getting ready. I forgot to put it in the last bit in the dryer. We are heading out to dinner now with my parents, my sisters. I think we're going to Koblenz. Hello guys, we are back down in Florida. It's actually a few days later, back down here. Had a shift today. We're actually headed out Celebration Point. So the new interns are already here. It's crazy to think now we had interns here and I'm a second year. But we're going to meet up with one of the new interns and her husband. We're going out for dinner tonight. Hello guys. So I wanted to wrap up, kind of end this vlog and talk about one of my most frequently asked questions, which I think is a pretty valid question. Oftentimes I get this email in my inbox from a lot of students considering medicine, and the question is medicine worth it? And that's a very like loaded question because, you know, worth it in what aspect? Like, is it worth the time sacrifice, a lot of years, you know, of your life going into school and training? Is worth the money? You can go into a lot of debt, like 6 figures worth of debt. Is it worth, you know, missing out on a lot of things in life? So just the overall question, is medicine worth it? So I would start by saying, if you can picture yourself doing anything else and you're passionate about anything else, you can truly feel fulfilled in any other field, then don't go into medicine, because of the sacrifice that it requires and the years that it requires and just the overall culture of how medicine is. So, you know, you first go through undergrad, you get your undergrad degree. Then you go through 4, you know, long, grueling years of medical school. And for a lot of people, this is a time where they can be missing out on a lot of things. They're away from their families, so they miss major, you know, life events like weddings or birthdays, baby showers, you know, you name it. They miss a lot of, you know, time and life events. Also, a big thing for some people is, you know, your 20s are kind of passing you by. The time when maybe your peers are graduating, getting their first job, a good paying job, maybe getting married, buying homes, starting families, things like this. Some, you know, people do that in medical school, but oftentimes people view it as, this is a time where I am missing out on my 20s and truly enjoying some of the things that I could be doing in my 20s. And then obviously, it's not lost on any of us the monetary sacrifice that goes into this. One, you're losing out on potential earned income from your 4 years in medical school, then the additional 3 to 7 years of your training and residency where you're kind of working at a reduced salary. And then on top of that, you're going into $100,000 worth of debt. So that then leads to the question, is all of this worth it? Is the journey, you know, worth it to become a medical doctor? I would say this question is individualized. For some people, it is worth it. For some people, it is not worth it. I think the question you always have to come back to is, why do I want to be a physician? Why did I truly go into this? You have to have your why, because that is going to get you through the tough days and through the tough seasons. Myself, there are times where I'm like, I wish I was doing something else. Like, for instance, my husband, he's a computer engineer, and like, I see how he works from home. He has such flexibility with his schedule. You know, the salary is good, and I'm like, geez, maybe I should have did something else. But then I always think, if I really had a choice, if I really had to choose another career, I can't really see myself doing anything other than medicine. So to me, it is worth it. I feel like I'm in the right field. I feel like the work I do is fulfilling. The work I do is important. Specifically with my specialty of emergency medicine, I truly can go to work every day and leave saying I impacted somebody's life in a positive way today. I helped somebody in some way today. And to me, that's fulfilling. Just even the things I get to do in the emergency department, you know, treating strokes, heart attacks. Somebody comes in with a dislocated hip or dislocated wrist, literally out of place, and I set it back into place and they're good to go. Like, I feel like some of the things I get to do is really cool as far as taking care of patients in the emergency department. To me, the work is purposeful, it's meaningful, and I feel fulfilled in the work that I do. So for me, it is worth, you know, what it took to get here. And I will say that everybody's experience through medical school and through medical training is different. So for me, I in no way felt like I missed out on my 20s or my 20s passed me by. You know, I got married during medical school. I bought a home during medical school. I think one thing for me was that I went to medical school in Atlanta, which is where I'm from, and is where my family is. So I didn't miss out on major, like, life things going around me, like major like family events or friends events. Like, I didn't miss out on weddings or baby showers or birthdays. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to school from home, like in the city that I'm from. So I didn't miss out on certain things like that, but I can understand maybe if you're across country, you're not around family, you're going to miss a lot of those major events. Also, just depending on your situation, maybe you're not in position to do certain things or you feel like you should be doing in your 20s, like maybe traveling and things like that. And I've been able to travel during residency and during medical school, so I feel like my perspective is in some ways different, and not everybody has that perspective of missing out on their 20s or missing out on major life events. I know for a lot of people that is the case. Then you have to look back and say, you know, is it worth it in that aspect? And I think you can find your answer by being able to answer your why. Like, why did you go into medicine? Why did you even start this journey? You know, a lot of us do it because medicine and science, it can heal people, it can save lives, it can have a major impact on somebody's life and, you know, their quality of life. And that is important work. So I feel like whatever your why is, being able to hold on to that and asking yourself, you know, is my why, is the reason I wanted to go into this, is it worth it? And that may be no for you. I mean, maybe the sacrifice is not worth it. Maybe the money, you know, lost and the money spent is not worth it. Maybe missing out on things is not worth it. And that is okay. There is so many other things that you can do, not even in medicine, but in other aspects, to have an impact or to feel fulfilled. You know, medicine is not for everybody. Becoming a doctor is not the end all be all. It is a great profession, and it is just that. It is a profession. It doesn't have to become your whole life. And for me, I've always said that, you know, I have my career as a physician, but I still have a life outside of medicine. I have other passions and interests, but I absolutely, you know, love my career. I'm so happy with the choice that I made to go into medicine, and with the specialty that I chose in emergency medicine. I definitely, you know, find it fulfilling, and I definitely know I make an impact, you know, every day. But to me, medicine is worth it. To somebody else, medicine may not be worth it. But again, you just have to figure out your why and know why you're going into this. And through my channel, I really try to show that, you know, life is meant to be lived throughout the journey, you know, not just the final destination. You can continue to enjoy things while you're going through this journey of medicine. It may not always be the easiest. There were certainly tough times during medical school. Second year was tough. Studying for step 2 was tough. The grind of it all was tough, but life can be enjoyed along this process of medicine, along this journey of medicine. So I will continue living my best life. You all know that. I will continue showing you guys the real times. It's not all rosy over here. There's definitely some challenges, you know, through residency. If you guys didn't see my trauma vlog, though, that was a rough month during my first year of residency. But I hope that answered your question some way, if you're one of the ones that have the question about, you know, is medicine worth it? Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.